Happy Saturday, everybody.
Hello,
Here we
good
are again.
morning.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Well, Rick and I were surprised by the news. Actually, not that surprised.
Right.
Surprised is probably the wrong word.
Right.
But a little disheartened by the news that we're going to be in pause for longer just because we miss y'all so much in person.
Yeah.
But we realize that for the moment, this is the right path. But we wanted to talk a little bit about that because this could keep going for quite some time, and we're seeing the numbers go up in New York with the deaths in Monroe County where we live increasing, and some terrible news out of some of the senior living facilities.
Oh.
So we want to talk a little bit about that because we really think that this has been kind of addressed as this, a battle, and I don't know if that's really what we look at it as.
I don't know what the world totals are right now, but I know that we live in New York State. I know we have friends that watch this that don't live in different states. And this blows me away. We're losing a minimum of 600 people a day in New York City. That's not even counting New York State. So it's, I think it's the right thing. I saw yesterday, or heard yesterday, I didn't watch it. I heard yesterday that Florida and was it Texas are opening up things again cautiously. And I just think we're not ready for that yet.
Yeah, because, part of this time, I think, when Rick and I were talking about it, that it's not this battle. It's about, again, we keep on saying this, keeping our immune system strong and also balancing our immune systems and really staying as healthy as possible, because there's always going to be something coming around.
A COVID-19 somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. And now they're talking about it coming back, and they're talking about people in Korea that they thought were over it, and they're having this either relapse or reoccurrence. The truth is, no one knows. And
can they reinfect people? And Korea has been like frontline, most militant about like tracking it, doing the right thing, in our opinion.
Yes.
And I don't know what your feelings are about this person. We happen to like him, our Governor Cuomo. He said, he goes, they got caught up on the moon on Apollo 13, and somehow 50 years ago, figured out how to fix whatever they did and get off the moon and come back, because they thought all hope was lost, that they just couldn't, but they figured it out. His point was, they can do that, and 50 years later, what has technology brought us? Technology is great. We're not anti-technology, we're pro-technology. But technology has taught us a lot, but it doesn't keep the virus from killing people in our country right now.
Right.
And we're not trying to be down and negative. It's just something we've been pondering a lot of and talking a lot of.
Sure.
And like Laura said a moment ago, we're like the town criers about building your immune system up. So
Exactly. And I think that, we talk about, technology, we talk about different things happening, like making a vaccination and the drugs to treat it, which we might need those things right now, but really the way to treat this is to keep yourself strong, because there will be something else coming around.
Absolutely.
We are not going to be able to stay ahead of all these different viruses and germs. We haven't been able to. There have been literally over 200 pandemics in the history of mankind. This is something that we have to deal with sensibly by being healthy. And in Chinese medicine, we've talked about this before, we look at things as a root and a branch. So we look at the symptoms as the branch of something else that's going on, which would be the roots. The symptoms are the branch. The cause is the root. And quite frankly, COVID is a branch. That's how I think of it. It's a branch. It's a symptom of the unwellness of the earth that's going on right now. And it's, sometimes, we're talking about issues and the nation, but this is the world, the unwellness of the world going on. And that includes the environment. It includes, how some people are living, not everyone. And of course, this affects people that are, living healthy lifestyles as well. But the best we can do right now is to try to strengthen ourselves and keep our immune system strong and live healthy And again, the side benefit of that is you're going to feel so good. And that way we can actually have our inner light shine and help other people feel well.
And we looked at this, we talked about this morning. We looked at this as a reset. And we of course, we have tons of friends. So our kids are home, their kids are home. And again, I'm quoting Governor Cuomo because it has to do with what he said. He said, I have twin daughters. They're in their 20s. He goes, yeah, I'm the governor of a state. Hey, girls, how's it going? What's new? How's college? He goes, I kind of had a superficial relationship because I love them. He goes, but now I sit down and I talk to my daughters for 2 or 3 hours. So I think the point of the reset that we were talking about is, people, and we have friends, I see that they're watching this morning that have kids, and we have been spending so much time with our kids in such a great way. Our daughter even said, was it yesterday or the day before, she said, Mom, I really like the family time we're all spending. And we were pretty involved with our kids, period, but we're really involved with them now.
When you're forced not to go out.
And there's dinner time conversations and all this, which we did before, but it's just in a deeper way. And that's what Governor Cuomo was saying. He goes, not like I didn't talk to my kids, but so I think on that level too, that part of, we talked about technology a moment ago, part of this is, the whole KISS thing, keep it simple, stupid. It's the simplicity of eating good foods. I heard somebody say just now more than any time is a great time to start walking. Just walking. If you don't run, that's fine. Regardless of age, just get out there and walk more. When you've heard us say that 500 times. Get out regardless of the weather and start walking. So those are the simple things. Walking doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost anything to walk, right?
Right.
So.
Right. And that helps you breathe too, which is good. And
right.
You're getting outside. So anyway, this is our little soapbox here, is that we're going to really try to help you guys all stay strong with your immune system and feel balanced and hopefully feel relaxed, and not trying to create fear, because I think that's been one of the biggest pandemics around this is this creation of fear. Yep. And one of the ways that
we're scared sometimes, trust me.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
We're definitely starting to feel it. That circle close in around us, where we're knowing more and more people who are, being diagnosed with COVID. Right. And that is frightening. But then holding that space that, we're going to help people through this, and we're going to help ourselves through this.
That's what started this whole every morning anyway.
Yeah. Yep.
Period.
Yeah.
So that's how it started.
We're really just urging people to try to keep their immune system strong and keep their spirits up as well. So that was our one tip for today, is we thought taking a news break. So no news
It's hard to do.
I know, right?
Hard to do.
No news is good news.
A news sabbatical for one day.
Right. And I know that I feel like the world and our lifestyles are changing moment to moment, and we feel like it's important to hear that. So if you feel like you can't go a whole day without checking the news, then set your times. Yeah. So when you get up in the morning, don't make it the first thing that you do. Go through some wellness, steps first. So if you get up and you drink tea or have a cup of coffee or some water,
greet the day as we call it.
Yeah, do some breathing exercises. Some people might like to exercise, and then check the news, because it's still going to be there, and it's not going to make a difference if you check it before you get out of bed. And then maybe later on in the day, but maybe not before bed again. Checking again. And then let's say you set yourself, if you're going to be checking it, ideally maybe going a whole day without checking it, and then you can tell someone important in your life that if something really big happens that they think you should know about, then they can let you know. Or if you decide to set times, set 1 to 2 times and set it to 10 minutes each time. And including in news, you want to have social media, because guess what's all over social media? It's the news. Right. So
and check in with your friends or your family. Have that conversation. I'm not trying to tell you how to parent your kids, but have that conversation. How are you feeling about this? Are you really scared about it? That's what happened with Laura and Lily yesterday. They start talking about, well, how do you feel about all this stuff? Right. And she came up with some really heartfelt. Our daughter with some really stuff that I was like, wow. Not that she's not expressive, but I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just, or with each other. You don't have to do it with your kids. You can do it with each other. And we've been together a long time. We check in with each other, but we've got stuff like everybody else's relationship. But you gotta. This is the time when we're spending all this time together to just make things smoother for yourself.
That's right.
Because the world's not smooth right now.
Yeah. All right, so let's make that goal tomorrow.
New sabbatical
Yes.
for 24 hours?
Yes, new sabbatical for. Yeah, I think that's a good.
Now, does that, I'm just asking this in front of her, of all you know, does that include like podcasts, like going to listen to podcasts like on cooking, or is
No,
that's
I
a
think-
kind of news, you know, so.
I think that's okay as long as it's nothing too stress inducing.
Right, that's true, yeah.
Because honestly, that negative news has shown to actually cause a change in moods.
Yeah.
And it
Neurons
has been shown
or something, there's something that happens,
exacerbate, depression and anger and sadness and anxiety. So taking that break is really important. Really.
And
really
yesterday, for those who are watching, we did, Laura showed how to make kanji. So that's another thing you can do. You can just I know our friend Jay is watching, Jay and Julie, they would take a different cookbook and just open it up, and whatever recipe fell, they cook that recipe that day.
That's right.
Or that week. So, and I think that's a great thing to do. So just do that.
And tasty.
Yeah. And Jay's a good cook. So, there's so many things we can do that don't cost a lot of money, that won't upset us, like reading the news. Guys, you see by now, we're the town criers. We just want you to be better. We want you to find the simpler ways to stay better. That's why Laura's recipe yesterday was really straightforward and simple. So you're probably going to get here they are blah, blah, blahing again. But we just want to, back when this medicine was founded 4,500 years ago, they were tied to the earth. They were much closer to the earth. And so we just kind of getting back that way, I guess.
Yes, yeah.
The simplicity. And garden season is coming up, which makes her happy.
Yes.
So,
connecting with that earth.
yes.
All right, so that's our
Saturday morning spiel. All right,
yes.
Yep.
And I was just thinking this as we're here talking. We're telling them to take a news break tomorrow. Does that mean we're not going to be on tomorrow?
Oh. Well, that's a good question.
Executive decision, right?
Well, 24 hours, so...
Yeah, I think tomorrow is news break day.
Oh, okay. So we're not going to be on tomorrow. So...
We'll miss you.
Yes.
But Monday we have an exciting announcement, so join us Monday.
Like I said before, we're not pregnant. Just let you know that. So. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.